Hey, Kelly Swanson here. Today, I want to give you a little bit of motivation to help you if you're having a really tough time being quarantined. We have this habit in our family of telling each other how to drive. All of us do it. And now that my son is 15 and has his learner's permit, car rides can be quite, well, challenging. They tried putting me in the back seat, and that just made it worse. So we've come up with this new family rule that if I'm driving, nobody else can talk. We all agreed that the driver of the car has the power, and if we distract the driver, he loses his focus and he doesn't know which direction to go in. I mean, you know the expression, too many drivers. You can only have one driver at a time. I mean, whoever's driving that car gets to determine whether the car is going straight or off the side of the road. Well, the way I understand it, the same goes for your brain and your emotions. Someone once told me that your brain obeys what you tell it. So if you tell it, for instance, that you're anxious, then the brain obeys, and anxious climbs, well, right into the driver's seat, and he starts steering the car. And everybody else in the car has to go along with where anxious is driving, because when anxious is driving, your brain obeys. Your heart races, you start acting and feeling more anxious, then you start acting anxious, then you start making decisions out of anxiety. So whoever you let drive that car is going to pretty much dictate where the car goes. And here's the thing, whatever you want is who you choose to let drive. So if you want to be happy or at peace or calm, hopeful, grateful, excited, not have a heart attack, then you have to put them in the front seat. And that's something I tend to forget, because I will hear something, I'll read something, I'll see something, and then panic sets in and I just react and keep reacting. Too often I forget that I get to choose who drives the car. So next time I read something that freaks me out or feel a tickle in my throat and start to panic, I'm going to stop and I'm going to say, sorry, panic. It's not your day to drive. Because where you steer your car is where it goes. And if you let fear drive, you'll always be afraid. And maybe even somehow find more fear that wasn't there, because that's who's steering the car. Just like if you're always looking for bitter, you'll always find it because you're letting bitter drive. I mean, we can't control what's happening right now. I mean, we never could. And yeah, it's frustrating. But we can certainly not make it worse by putting the wrong driver in the front seat. So I guess I'll ask you the same question that I'm asking myself. Who's driving your car?